Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, Hestia Med Spa, and Comfort Keepers in Home Care. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Gene Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And our first in-studio guest this morning is Kevin McDonald, CEO or head honcho at the Santa Cruz Valley Senior Center. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to be with you
No,
both.
it's good afternoon. It's 10
It
after
is
12.
afternoon, isn't it?
Oh, I keep saying good morning. I'm going to have to change my wording.
Oh, Kevin, so how are
Okay.
you?
We're doing great. Great to be with you again in the new year.
Oh, well, last time you were on, you were telling us about what was happening in December.
Right.
So did everything go well in December?
Everything went splendid in December.
It did.
Until Christmas hit, and then it slowed down a little bit.
Oh, okay. And then January, we're almost over January now.
Yeah, I guess we're in the middle-ish, you could say.
So how has January gone?
January's going great. We're
Good.
Doing some nice stuff.
Terrific. And we'll finish out January, and then we can go talk about what's going to happen in February
There you go.
at the Senior Center.
There you go.
Yes.
Hey, we finished off, I just wanted to share, we finished off December. We do an annual letter out to the community asking them to support our nonprofit organization. And we send it out Thanksgiving week, and we wrap it up December 31st. And I just want to share and give our thanks on behalf of the Senior Center to all the members of the community who made a donation to the Senior Center during this time of giving. We received a tremendous amount of support. And unexpectedly from people we didn't know, some people we did know, and people just gave like they haven't given before during the holiday season to support the seniors and to support the work that we do. And we're just so grateful for those that picked up a check or did a credit card and supported us during this time.
Well, I still haven't sent mine in. I was out of town for Thanksgiving and out of town for Christmas, and things just never got paid. I've received second notices on several things.
What?
And I thought, oh, Barbara, you better get busy. And I finally did. I finally did. So,
Well,
and yours is next to be sent. I've got the check written and it's at home in the envelope.
You're both really nice givers to the Senior Center, and we appreciate that. And we just appreciate all the people in the community who took their time to give us some support this year. Really, really appreciate it.
That's wonderful. Well, this is a very, very giving community, not only with money and donations, but with volunteering
Yes.
and donations of items. It's an incredible community we live in. It really is.
Yeah, we saw it when we were building the Senior Center, and even after the Senior Center's been built and we go forward with more programs and more services, we're still seeing that giving spirit, both in volunteer time and financially. It's
Yes.
really, it's a wonderful community. You're
Well,
absolutely right.
we have a very large segment in this community who are seniors.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot.
We certainly do, and that's what our priority is.
That's right. Helping those seniors. And there are a lot of seniors who are homebound, who have to receive the home-delivered meals, which is a blessing. I know that because we said before I was a driver
Right.
and a deliverer, and it was a wonderful experience. And I know each of your drivers and your helpers will always agree with me.
No, they
It
do.
is.
Yeah, we're
Because-
delivering today. I just left, and we're delivering over 500 meals today.
Incredible.
But we do that every day, 5 days a week, and we're delivering 7 meals a week now. So people are getting meals for Saturday and Sunday as well, and over 500 people. So if someone is homebound, and and we always want to preach this, if you know somebody who's homebound, call the Senior Center. They have to be over 60 and really be homebound, and we'll take a meal to them, and that's kind of what we do. And to make all that happen, if you can imagine, over 500 meals a day, we still need drivers. We put out an ad a few weeks ago, our call to the community. We need Meals on Wheels drivers, and we had several people call us right away, saying, "Yes, I can give a day. I can give a few hours, one day a week, and I can deliver meals for you." And we're still looking for those volunteers. It is a great post-retirement thing to do.
Oh, yes.
Because people have a little bit more time on their hands. But if you want to repurpose yourself or find a purpose, I delivered a couple weeks ago, and I can tell you, I went to 38 houses that day, and just to see the smiles on the faces and
Yes.
the gratitude. I came back bouncing.
Oh, I know you did.
And
I
I was
know.
telling everyone, I said, I didn't know where I was going. I was so lost most of the time. But I got the meals to them in a timely manner. And just to see their joy and their appreciation. And everyone has a nice word to say. And sometimes in life you give and you're not sure, what you expect on the other end. But the recipients have just been wonderful.
Oh,
So,
I know. When I did it, and I didn't have as many as you have, I think I had maybe 8, 10 at the most
Right.
when I was doing it, which was years ago. And I would go in, take the food into them, and sit and chat with them
Right.
because they were so glad to see somebody. And so many of them didn't have caregivers back then. There was no such thing as, quote, caregivers. And they thoroughly enjoyed the meals and they thoroughly enjoyed the visit.
Yes, and we try to give them as much time as we can. We have to keep our social distance, but we're going to apartments, we're going to homes, we're going to all parts of the Santa Clarita Valley. I was in parts I never knew existed, and so it was nice to see those fresh faces. And I'm going to keep doing it more often because I get such a joy out of it. So if you know of anybody that wants to deliver meals, this is the time we're looking for drivers.
Definitely.
It's
one thing I just want to mention that I brought up before to our listeners is that in the time period last year, in 2021, the Santa Clarita Valley Senior Center provided over 1 million meals in a year's time. 1 million meals. Think about that. How many seniors and homebound individuals got a good meal. And so it's astounding, Kevin, what our senior center has done for this community. And it all goes back to what we started talking about in the beginning, the donations, those individuals in our community who have said the senior center is a worthy arena for our money to go. And that has provided 1 million meals to people in the Santa Clarita Valley as well as the Antelope Valley. So, we're proud of what you, Kevin, what you have done, what the volunteers have done and your staff has done at the senior center. And, we just have to keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Gene, I want to share with you both. I put on a hairnet last week. They needed me in the kitchen at 5 o'clock. I think I showed up at 5:30. But to see the kitchen move that early in the morning at Bella Vita, and to work with them, and like I said, I took instructions because I'm not a kitchen person. But boy, they gave me the hairnet, they gave me the gloves, and we worked. And to see them, they pumped out over 1,000 meals that day.
Oh,
and
wow.
Just to see the skill of the cooks that we have and our assistants and the entire team that's been coming to work every day without a hitch since the pandemic started. They've been showing up because they have to cook 1,000 meals a day, just the Santa Clarita group. So it's really, really, we had a great time. We had great music going on in the kitchen. They're cooking good food and dishing it out, and they had smiles on their faces because they knew the outcome of their
result.
Day. At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
1,000 people got meals that they happened to cook right here in Santa Clarita in our kitchen. So it was kind of a joy for me just to hang out with them and learn how hard they work each and every day.
I know. I have a girlfriend who has worked there for years.
Yes.
And she loves it.
And she's a volunteer. And
Yes,
she's a hardworking volunteer.
she's there. I think she said either 5 or 5:30 every morning.
Yes.
And she loves it.
It's a combination of staff and volunteers,
Yeah.
and they're showing up every morning doing that. And it's like, boy, and they're volunteering. How special is that?
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
It really is. They are to be congratulated on doing something that means so much to so many people.
Yeah.
And of course, it means a lot to them too as volunteers.
Yes.
Because it's a good feeling to know that you're helping someone else.
Yes.
It really is.
Mhm.
Whether
Right.
you're packaging food or whether you're delivering it or what you're doing, you know that it's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
To know that you're helping so many people and so many seniors who need the help.
Yeah, you're right. They know what the outcome is, and that's a service to seniors, and that's why they volunteer, and that's why the staff come to work. So it's really, really nice to see that happening.
And a lot of your volunteers probably aren't seniors themselves.
Right.
And, this is what they can expect.
They'll be taken care of later on.
That's right. That's right. And if there is a need for them to need
Yes.
the assistance, then you're there to give it.
Yep,
You know?
you got it. Also, I
Absolutely.
want to mention, Barbara, the drive-through is still going on. The drive-through is still 500 people a day. We served 498 yesterday in the drive-through. So if people are
Wow.
not homebound, they still want to come through our drive-through. You have to be 60, but you can sign up and come through. And the drive-through has been a gem in our eyes, and some good entertainment. The piano player was playing for 2 hours yesterday.
Oh my
People
goodness.
in the drive-through. So we have a lot of fun doing it. And today we're doing turkey and fruit medleys going out today. It's a new menu item. Tomorrow's sausage and pepper sandwich. Friday's going to be chicken curry with a whole bunch of things I can't even pronounce. We got the egg entree next week, and the chipotle wrap, and the teriyaki pork, and the fruity de mar, which is a whole bunch of seafood coming together. And we finish off the lunch with some chicken parm, as we call it.
Wow.
Chicken what?
Chicken parmesan.
Chicken parm.
chicken
Chicken
parmesan.
Chicken
parmesan.
parm is New Jersey
Okay.
slang for chicken parm. The executive chef will have my head after this is over.
Oh, well, you better hold on tight when you get there.
That's right. So,
Well,
and we're-
let's talk. Let's talk about the activities that are going on with this pandemic that's has evolved now and taken us in a different direction. What are the things that are taking place at the senior center? Are we totally closed? I mean, we have we can pick up meals there, but we still have services that are going on, though. And can you just let those audience listeners know, Kevin, what if they're in need, what we can provide for them?
Sure. Dr. Gene, thanks for bringing that up. You know, right after Christmas, we closed down the interior part of the building for live classes. We were going live classes all the way through Christmas. But we decided with the Omicron coming that we would just go to Zoom classes for the time being on a temporary basis. But we did all of our classes that were in-house. Now we're doing Zoom for everybody. They're still getting on. They're still getting the activities. It's still free. And there's so many opportunities. So I wish they would just call the senior center or get it on our website and take one of these classes because they're all free right now. So, Barbara, I could offer you Sit and Be Fit 3 times a week. Okay, I could offer you Chair Pilates 3 times a week to work on your core. There's Flex and Flow Yoga if you're into yoga.
No.
You're nodding your head. Okay, but somebody out there is into yoga.
Yes.
We have Tai Chi 1 time a week, which includes meditation and acupressure. These are all live on Zoom that they can get into, and then when we reopen soon, we'll do that. We also have Zumba Gold 5 times a week. If you want to get in shape.
Well, what is Zumba Gold?
Zumba is a fast goal. It's Zumba, the high-end
Oh, Zumba Go.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah, like
The
top.
the top level.
The very top.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So we also have gold toning 1 time a week. So you're going to tone, you're going to Zumba, and then if you're not into any of that, let's take an art class. Okay, you can take Introduction to Drawing or Watercolor by Teresa. She's a wonderful instructor. She walks you through it while you're in your home. These are for everyone home right now, and she can walk through those. So lots of stuff going on, not in live right now, but we'll reopen live in the future. And we're so grateful to our instructors who come out and do this for us. And we have some great instructors. We're going big on this, and we're going to keep encouraging it. It's a free class for everyone. myscvcoa.org is the website. So it's myscvcoa.org. And Blythe has put this program together to us, so we encourage you to do that. And then we didn't forget about the outdoor events, although we've been slow on them lately with everything going on. But we're going to have bingo in the parking lot again at the end of the month. So January 25th, we're doing bingo. We're doing Casablanca, the movie, drive-in movie.
My goodness.
On February 12th, Valentine's weekend. Take your sweetheart, sit in your car, and go watch Casablanca in the safe parking lot of Bella Vita.
I'm going to have to find a sweetheart then.
Well then, Barbara, you got time. You have till February 12th. So
Okay.
So
Anybody available out there?
come and join that. And then if things work out, Rod Stewart is coming on March 26th. So Rod Stewart Impersonator is coming on March 26th.
Okay, I was going to say
And
what?
that'll be a concert either outside somewhere, but we're bringing the Rod Stewart Mod Rod is coming out, and he's great. So we're gonna have a good time because regardless, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna try to serve as we go forward here.
And most of this will be people will be sitting in their cars then.
Yeah, for these few events
Yeah,
coming up,
we're back.
these
Yeah.
few events were in the main parking lot again for a little while, and we hope to open up the courtyard concerts again for this summer. So we're looking for that, and we're going to start booking acts for the summer outside in the courtyard again.
Well, what about movies?
That's what I'm saying. That's why Casablanca's coming, and we're going to continue to do the movies.
Oh, good, good.
So more
good.
drive-in movies are coming at you. And we're going to offer them free. We're just doing this, and we just want people to get out and in the safety
Well,
of
the
their car.
parking lot there is enormous.
That's why it's easy
And,
to do.
oh,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yes, and
yes.
we have a great production company that works with us, and they're going to put on a massive screen. It's a high-quality production. So
Yes,
we're looking
I've
forward to-
seen a couple of movies out there before,
All right,
and entertainment.
All right, get your date for
Oh,
February 12th,
yes,
Barbara.
I got to find a date.
Okay.
Good heavens. Oh, dear.
I think we're going off subject.
We are?
No,
You're
you
telling
said
me to
dating
find a
part.
We're
date.
finding you a date. We also have that service. But if you can't and you need someone to talk to, we have our counselors are on duty too. So,
There you go.
and we have our support services, and we have a great team. They counsel seniors. Their support groups. They're ongoing via Zoom or by conference calls. So, give us a call at the senior center. Barbara, you know the number better than I
Oh,
do.
yeah, 259-9444. It's been that
Yep.
number for as long as it has existed.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. And the location, where are you located?
27180 Golden Valley Road.
180 Golden Valley, and you can see it from Soledad Canyon Road.
And Newhall Ranch
Up
Road.
onto
Yep.
Newhall Ranch Road, yes.
Yes, but give us a call, check us out, and see what we can do. And all of our services are free, and we're just here to serve. And that's the beauty of the SCV Senior Center.
Yes, it really is, and it is a beautiful senior center. I can't wait until we're back to normal again. We're getting there.
Well, we're gonna have
Little
fun.
bit
We're gonna have fun
little.
until we get there. So
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Well, you got to call the senior center, 259-9444, and that, of course, is 661. And the website, you said,
Yes.
is myscvcoa.org. Fantastic. It's been wonderful talking to you, Kevin. The time just
Great
flies,
job.
doesn't it?
it certainly does. And thanks for the support from both you and Dr. Jean. We really appreciate it.
Well, you'll get my check
You're
in the
very
mail.
welcome.
It's in the envelope already. I've got to put my return address and a stamp on it.
All right, you got it.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Take care, and we'll see you soon.
You got it. Thank you again.
Okay, take care. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS.
With locations throughout the valley, Providence offers the most advanced technology and therapies for treating cancer in Southern California. Call 1-888-HEALING for your annual checkup or second opinion. The road to healing leads to Providence.
Hey, Ned, why are you wearing a cape?
I'm a superhero.
Ned, you're a Pacific Air technician.
No, I'm a superhero. I just fixed another carbon monoxide leak in a customer's heating system. I'm saving homes, lives, and maybe saving the world.
Get in the truck, Ned.
Have you been experiencing flu symptoms even after your flu shot?
A furnace leaking carbon monoxide can cause the same symptoms. That's where we can help.
When you call Pacific Air this month and order our WOW heating tune-up and safety check for just $77,
We'll give your heating system a 20-point tune-up and do a complete safety check to test for any carbon monoxide leaks.
it's our goal to keep your family safe and warm this season. Our service is so super, we think you'll say,
Wow!
On time, great care. When you want the best, call Pacific Air.
No surprises, just exceptional service because nobody cares like Pacific Air. Get your WOW heating tune-up today at pacair.com.
This is Bradley Gross, Executive Director and one of the lead volunteers of Santa Clarita Grocery. We want to thank our sponsors who made our 4th annual Toy Town on Main Street a success, which brought Christmas to over 400 families in the Santa Clarita Valley. A big thank you to KHTS for the holiday tunes, Max Pool Supply for your parking lot, Louie and the Lions Club of Castaic for your Christmas float, Santa Clarita Coalition that allows us to bring humanitarian relief to Santa Clarita Valley, and to our sponsoring partners, Patty Narana Farmers Insurance, Tri-Scenic Production Services, Bulldog Liquidators, Hydrex Pest Control, RNS Automotive, Rosie Alcaraz Loan Depot, Studio Work Rentals, Forza Construction, Target, Albertsons, California Highway Patrol, Chiquita Canyon Landfill, American Legion Squadron 507, We Calls Carpet and Flooring, Debbie Briscoe Century 21, DW Cookie Company, Madison Platter, Robert Small, Focus Physical Therapy, Dr. George Sharnock, Dr. Tom and Tony Pilecki, Bethlehem Lutheran Church, First Presbyterian Church Newhall, Haven House Church, and Real Life Charities. We're stronger together.
February's Senior Free Month at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Visitors 65 and older receive free admission all month long. Whether you choose to get up close to your favorite wildlife, explore our unique habitats, relax with a drink and a view at Kimajami Overlook, or come along for an unforgettable safari adventure, there's something for everyone and countless memories to be made. With each and every visit, you make it possible to save wildlife worldwide. Guests must present their valid photo ID at any safari park ticket window to gain free admission, parking not included. San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance is an international nonprofit conservation organization that operates two world-class parks, the San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, and empowers people to connect with plants and animals, develop an understanding of nature, and contribute to safeguarding wildlife everywhere by becoming wildlife allies. Visit sdzsafaripark.org and find out how seniors have free admission throughout February.
College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your future. Get ready by choosing from a large list of convenient, affordable spring classes. Hit reset by pursuing a degree, certificate, or skills class for that career you've always wanted. Then go to canyons.edu/schedule and sign up for classes today. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. That's canyons.edu/schedule.
If you're in need of physical therapy, check out Focus Physical Therapy. Owner and therapist Adam Laraway has the latest in cutting-edge technology, introducing the Newbie, the ultimate in neuromuscular re-education. The Newbie can help you heal up to 70% faster and was FDA cleared in September 2017. The Newbie uses pulse direct current, which mimics the same neurological signals the brain uses and allows the therapist to identify those signals with 100% accuracy. Newbie can even help improve your sleep while tackling issues with neck, knee, and shoulder pain, sciatica, and arthritis. It can accelerate your fitness progress, which means better results in less sessions. Get stronger quicker. Why not use the same technology that the Dodgers and the LA Clippers use? Focus PT, located on Peachland off Lyons in Newhall. Call 255-4205. Go online at focusphysicaltherapyscv.com.
In these challenging times with virus attacking, I built my immune system with IV therapy at Hestia Medical Spa. I'm KHTS owner Jerry Sreddy Goldman. My husband Carl and I believe Hestia's Medical Spa IV therapy has been a powerful addition for strengthening our immune system. I've been using an IV combination of vitamins and minerals to help me fight off COVID and other viruses.
Boost your energy and immune system with IV therapy at Hestia Med Spa in Valencia. Details at hestiamedicalspa.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And now we have on with us, over the telephone, one of our sponsors from Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Miles McNamara. How are you doing?
Welcome, Miles.
I'm well. Thanks, guys. Happy 2022. And is it any different than 2020? Only time will tell.
You know, Miles,
2022. Wow.
Not easy. This virus keeps coming and going. Wintertime as well. But you know, with what you and I both do is we take care of seniors at home. And one of the things I want our listeners to know is, especially with Comfort Keepers in Home Care, when your people go in to help those seniors out, they're wearing masks, and they're wearing N95 masks. And
Absolutely.
So if you can just reiterate and go over for our listeners and allay some of those fears that that some people are going in without masks or whatever it is. It's for us and our agencies. We have to follow the law.
Well, absolutely. And before we get to the actual law, let me just state, as a matter of fact, seniors or anybody have the right to require masks in their home from anybody. It doesn't have to be a law. It doesn't have to be a mandate. Anybody that comes into their home, be it the cable guy, be it your house cleaner, whoever, you have the right to dictate what happens in your own home. So if you want masks, nobody comes through your threshold unless they abide by your rules.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, just
but as far as comfort keepers, I was going to say, as far as comfort keepers, we had a high bar of infectious control training with our caregivers even before COVID. So obviously, COVID has put that program on steroids. But yeah, not only do do we wear masks, but we mandate our caregivers wear the N95 masks, because there's a lot of controversy about how effective are the cloth masks and even the surgical masks. So right now it's the N95s are nothing for us. Our caregivers wear those masks every second they're in the home, as well as the other protocols of washing hands and such. We glove up when necessary, but we've talked on this show before, too, that you have to be careful because gloves are a false sense of security. People think they put a set of gloves on and it becomes kryptonite to Superman. But just keep in mind, anything you touch while gloved up is now on those gloves, just like it would be on your regular hands.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people think they can, touch anything and do anything, and and they lose the protocols of washing their hands and such because they've got these magical gloves on, or they're not magical.
Right.
No, they're very much less than magical.
Absolutely. So there's no magic wand. You just have to be, very careful and mask up and wash your hands and don't fiddle with your mask. That's the big thing that people talk about too. Sometimes masks can be kind of a diminishing return because we're always reaching up and touching it and adjusting it and then touching something else, and we touch our mask again. And, now you've just rendered your mask probably useless because it's contaminated. So be careful. We have all those, as I said, just like the gloves, we have these false sense of security of equipment that we have, but if we don't use it correctly, then it's even worse than not having it at all sometimes.
That's very true. That's very, very true.
And, ultimately, Miles, what we're trying to provide is for those older adults who are living at home, we want them to stay at home. And many of our seniors have a little blip in life, maybe a fall, maybe a medical problem, but oftentimes they can do okay, get back into their home and remain there. But our duty in doing house calls and working in individual homes is to keep them in their place. And that's what Comfort Keepers does. It assures and it helps out those seniors who are at the edge, and we're yanking them back to stay in their home.
And that's keeping them safe.
Right, and that's, for a quick overview of folks who may not know what home care is we are not nurses, but primarily 80% of the time our seniors don't need nurses. They just need that helping hand. So my Comfort Keepers provide that helping hand on a level of all the activities of daily living. Maybe our seniors need a helping hand in and out of the shower. Maybe they need help, taking their medications on time, doing the laundry, doing anything around the house that we can assist in to keep our seniors independent and safe in the home. And it's sometimes a misnomer that, I want our seniors to know that this doesn't reduce your independence. This enhances your independence. We tell our seniors all the time, you are still the boss. We make a care plan around what you want done. And, maybe it's, taking them to play bridge somewhere after COVID, of course. But so again, anything that doesn't take a medical license that we can do, we can help, arrange and sort their mail and assist them with paying bills monthly. We can, do the shopping. We can cook the meals. So it's important that our seniors know not only can we be there, as you said, Dr. Dora, if there's an episode of a slip and fall or what have you, we really try to educate our prospective clients on being proactive, not necessarily just reactive. Meaning we can be there after that episode, a broken hip or what have you, but if we're there to help you in and out of the shower, where slip and falls happen, to help you around the kitchen and cook the meals, which is second to the bathroom. It's the most, common place where a senior has a slip and fall. Make sure there's no mismanagement of meds. I mean, just over the holidays, my mom, who's 84, had that exact issue. We thought she was having a TIA or a mini stroke, or something was going. What had happened, because she managed her own meds at the time, she takes about 10 pills a day, 3 times. Well, she mixed them up. And so she mismanaged her meds. She became disoriented. She became unresponsive. We had to take her to the hospital. And the doctor basically said, she's popping pills like candy that she shouldn't be popping anymore. So, again, her management of the meds got away from her. And, of course, we've gotten a handle on it now. But my mom lives, 9 hours away. And, in the sticks, I don't even know if there is any comfort keepers up there. But my point is, if someone was helping her manage her meds, helping her in and out of the shower where she had a fall about 6 months ago. All these things are proactive things that we can do to keep our seniors independent and safe in their own home. And we talked last month about looking forward to the holidays when we see our loved ones possibly once a year or twice a year, to kind of be observant and see if there's been a deterioration of abilities, cognitive and physical. And now this month, I asked our listeners to kind of look back now. Okay, you've had that visit. Now reflect again. What did you witness? What did you see? Were you observant? And we primarily always talk about the adult children, but I would put it out there to our senior listeners as well, because next to the adult children, probably more often, our seniors who possibly need help are seen more often by their senior friends. So if you see a friend, if Marge that you used to play bridge with and she was so active, and you're noticing a pretty significant decline, you may as a friend want to have that talk and say, hey, have you thought about some proactive assistance in your home to make sure we keep you in your home for as long as possible? So I would venture to say that our fellow seniors probably witness friends that possibly need a helping hand more often than the adult children do.
Yeah, absolutely. And the important thing that I've noticed about comfort keepers is that they're preventative also, Miles. I'm not sure if you really mentioned this, but so too often they will look for
that's what I was saying. Be proactive, not reactive. Yeah.
Right, and the grab bars and things that are essential that will help the seniors in a safer mode and environment. And to me, that has made a huge difference in keeping my patients from falling, but also keeping them in their home.
And again, we can't see the forest for the trees, because I know when my grandmother was still on Earth, we'd go to visit her, and her house hadn't been redecorated, touched in any fashion for 25, 30 years. Everything was the same. So as she was aging in place, and others didn't participate in that evolution, they forgot about the fact that throw rugs are a big enemy of seniors, or maybe there's, some surface changes from carpet to tile, or maybe there's a pretty high, level threshold in the door. So we have to adjust our homes as we age in place as well. So that's very, very important.
I agree with you. And you know what? Both of my kids said, Mom, take that little carpet away from your feet in your chair. Move it away, because you're going to trip on it. And they were right. Again, I did trip and I did fall. And so that little carpet is gone. I put my feet on the bare floor now. Of course, with my slippers
mobile,
on.
Barbara.
Beg your pardon?
You're still very mobile. I said, you're still very mobile, but think of our seniors also not only about tripping, but trying to roll a walker from, over a throw rug.
Oh, yes.
And I think we've mentioned it in the past shows before, something as simple as tile floor with wide grouting, which maybe worked 5 years ago. But now Mom's on a walker, and those little wheels get stuck in those grout lines, and she goes down. So we just, again, we have to keep looking how the house needs to evolve with the ability for our seniors to evolve and age in place.
Absolutely, Miles.
But again, I would ask our seniors to keep an eye on their friends as well. It's not just the family who sees our seniors that once or twice a year, but our other colleagues that see us maybe once a week. And we start to notice some deterioration, and maybe when you visit your neighbor, you notice that the house is a mess, but your neighbor used to always be immaculate. Maybe you're noticing little things that you might have the talk with your friend and say, hey, have you thought about getting a helping hand to keep everything smooth?
Well, I have a wonderful neighbor who calls me every day, and if she doesn't call, she comes over. She says, just checking on you, Barb, see how you're doing. Is everything okay? You know, and she comes over and sits for a while. And it's nice to know, it really is, that you have someone who cares about you that much. Plus, my daughter calls me every single day. What's going on, Mom? Are you okay? You know, such and such and so and so. But it's
and that's
nice.
why I mentioned the holidays being so important, or at least trying to check in physically as often as you can. Because fortunately, Barbara, your neighbor calls to check in, but she also comes over and visits you physically on a regular basis. Yes. Sometimes as adult kids, we just check in on the weekends with our parents on the phone. You know, and the superficial conversation about the weather and how are the kids, and and our parents begin to be able to mask that a little bit. You know, the generic questions of how are the kids, but then if you ask what the kids' names are, they're a little befuddled. And so again, checking in on the phone is great, but you really have to physically check in and have in-depth conversations. And as I mentioned last month too, when you go to the store, let mom or dad drive. Just, if they're still driving, say, don't do it belittling. Don't do it condescendingly. You can ask dad to drive for whatever reason you can come up with, but you want to check in on his driving skills. Is he limber enough to look over his shoulder in his blind spot anymore? Are there dents on the car that you didn't notice last time you were home? So all these things have to really be checked in on physically. The phone calls are great, but we can mask a lot on a phone call.
Well, that's very true, and my daughter is retiring from the school district in Palmdale, and she says, Mom, I'm going to retire in August because I want to come down every a couple of days and nights a week and stay with you. And, it's wonderful that she's doing that.
Absolutely. And you're blessed in many areas, Barbara, because some of our seniors, they don't have kids.
I know.
Or they've moved away and they're isolated. So you have a great support system from family, from neighbors, but we have to be cognizant of our seniors who maybe not have that blessing, right, and that they're sort of on an island out there, and people do check in on the phone now and again, but as I said earlier, they don't really see what physically is going on with their, body, with their mind, with their house, with their, their whole environment. So it's really important somebody checks in like that, and it doesn't have to be family.
And it's so critical for our seniors to be aware of where they are and how they're walking, because I know my stability is not as good as it used to be. I have a tendency to rock a little bit, and my kids are constantly telling me, Mom, watch where you're walking, be careful, don't go there, and I have to be very aware of myself, of what I'm doing and where I'm going and how I step,
Oh, yeah.
Now when I go out my front door, I hold on to the rails that my son had put in for me. I do hold on to them because going down 2 steps can be very dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to be You don't want to be rock and rolling.
No, absolutely not. That wouldn't be any fun at all, especially not on concrete.
As we grow older, we have to focus. I mean, I can't tell you how many door frames and walls I've ran into in my 20s and 30s. And much less today. And some of our seniors, we have to focus. Things that we do second nature doesn't come quite as second nature as it used to be. Exactly what you said, Barbara. Going down the stairs, utilize that handrail, even if you don't think you need it. Utilize it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I think we need to take a small break right now. So I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
No doubt about it. LA is an awesome place to live. But even while living in the land of beaches and mountains, it's safe to say that we could all use a real vacation right about now. One where you don't have to stop for gas, cook your own meals, or strip your own sheets. Lucky for us, Princess Cruises has a port right here in LA. Now, for a limited time, LA residents can sail with Princess from just $89 per day to the beaches of Mexico, the tropics of Hawaii, or cruise along the California coast without getting stuck in traffic. That's right, just $89 per day. And while these great destinations aren't going anywhere, these deals won't be around forever. So visit princess.com, call 1-800-PRINCESS, or contact your travel advisor to book your cruise today. Set sail with LA's cruise line, Princess Cruises. Terms and restrictions apply. Promotional pricing ends November 30th, 2021. Ships are Bermudan and British registry. Before booking, consult the CDC website at www.cdc.gov.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
Save water and save money. SCV Water wants to help you find your fit and take advantage of conservation rebate programs that will help you save. Water your landscape more efficiently. Replace your lawn with water-wise plants. Conduct free in-home water surveys. Cover your swimming pool, and more. Find the programs that fit your needs and start saving today. Visit conserve.yourscvwater.com to learn more.
That's conserve.yourscvwater.com.
It's time to experience a pain relief, wellness, and anti-aging treatment unlike any other. It's time to check out Mend Cryotherapy. Relieve chronic joint and muscle pain, diminish soreness and inflammation, alleviate stress-related symptoms, boost immune system performance, and improve sleep and recovery times. Mend Cryotherapy is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go to Mend, M-E-N-D, cryotherapy.com on Newhall Ranch Road in the Gateway Shopping Center.
If you're in need of physical therapy, check out Focus Physical Therapy. Owner and therapist Adam Laraway has the latest in cutting-edge technology, introducing the Newbie, the ultimate in neuromuscular re-education. The Newbie can help you heal up to 70% faster and was FDA cleared in September 2017. The Newbie uses pulse direct current, which mimics the same neurological signals the brain uses and allows the therapist to identify those signals with 100% accuracy. Newbie can even help improve your sleep while tackling issues with neck, knee, and shoulder pain, sciatica, and arthritis. It can accelerate your fitness progress, which means better results in less sessions. Get stronger quicker. Why not use the same technology that the Dodgers and the LA Clippers use? Focus PT, located on Peachland off Lyons in Newhall. Call 255-4205. Go online at focusphysicaltherapyscv.com.
We salute our veterans who sacrifice for our freedom. Every week, we share an inspirational story of a local veteran on our Hometown Heroes page at hometownstation.com. Thanks to our good friends at Eternal Valley.
I'm Richard Nunnally, General Manager of Eternal Valley Memorial Park and Mortuary. We believe taking care of each other is what community is all about. We're proud to bring you the stories of our hometown heroes.
Eternal Valley, life well celebrated.
Visit hometownstation.com, sponsored by Eternal Valley.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. And we're speaking now with Miles McNamara of Comfort Keepers in Home Care, one of our sponsors. And what is the rest of our conversation going to be about, gentlemen?
Well, one thing I'd like to talk about with a segue into the great work that Larry Schallert over at COC and that you and Barbara and I are all part of, Dr. Jean, is loneliness, depression, and despair. I cracked, not too unwittingly, the joke at the top of the hour about is 2022, 2020 all over again. And now that with the Omicron and the different variants and as isolation, quarantining, and everything is still existing, We really have to be aware, as I said earlier, not just our family, but our friends down the street, our next door neighbors. I mean, part of what on our brochure, we have a bullet point that says companionship, which is a huge part. Everyone thinks that's just there to fill space. Companionship is so important to avoid that isolation, the depression, and right now with people starting to have more and more thoughts of suicide. I mean, the suicide numbers are skyrocketing, not only with our seniors, but with our teens, with everybody, because, it really is weighing on people's mental health. And, there's always been a stigma about mental health, but that stigma needs to be swept away because we all need a helping hand a lot of times, not just physically. We talk about going to the gym and working out our body, but we have to pay attention to our mind and make sure that stays healthy as well.
Absolutely.
And I'll let Eugene talk about, the great work that's being done through Larry's committee over at
College of the
COC.
Canyon. Yes.
It's the Suicide Prevention and Awareness Committee. So, let's talk about that.
Well, the three of us, you, Miles, and Barbara and I, Larry brought us on board because we felt that the rate of suicide was high in the senior community, and indeed statistically it is. And it's very sad that it took a while around the country to recognize that, around the world as a matter of fact. But here in Santa Clarita, the statistics parallel what they are in the county and in the state. And so we have to be aware of our neighbors. We have to not just be aware of their physical well-being, but we have to be aware of their psychological well-being. And many of them, because of this pandemic, have been put into isolation, and they're having lots of problems. And because of Miles and because of Barbara, there's a video that was made by the College of the Canyon group on suicide. It's called Be the Difference. And we want you to see that. And if you go to BeTheDifferenceSCV.org, that's BeTheDifferenceSCV.org, you can go to the website and you can see the video made by our group. So this should be out in the open, Miles, and you and I and Barbara, we all have to deal with the people around us who are having trouble coping with what's going on, and many of us who are helping them cope through this. But I will tell you, if not for you, Miles and Barbara, being the humanitarians that you are, this group and this recognition by College of the Canyons and Larry Schallert would not be out there. So thank you to both of you for doing what you're doing, because it's making a huge difference, I think.
Let me just interrupt to say, don't sell yourself short, Gene. You are a large cog in this wheel, and the work that you do is very much appreciated as well. But one thing I do want to say is a lot of times that old saying is, we don't know what we don't know. I would encourage people to go to that website, BeTheDifferenceSCV.org, watch the video, because it focuses on the signs that we need to look for, the signs that we may currently be missing, that somebody, our neighbor, you're like, oh my gosh, they're exhibiting 7 of those 10 bullet points Be the Difference just talked about. And it makes you aware of someone that may be having, thoughts of taking their own life. So I really encourage you to go there, watch the video, and spread the word.
Great, Miles. Well, we've come to the end of our show, but I just wanted to thank both of you again for everything that you're doing for the community, because it's down the line, a year from now, 5 years from now, it will make a difference. So thank you guys so much, and Larry Schallert and College of the Canyons and KHTS Radio. We appreciate that. We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers In-Home Care, Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, and
Healthcare
Hestia.
can be difficult if you're under